Hey guys, welcome again. This time we'll be looking at another two games, and they have something in common, but I'll show you both of them. So here we go again with Olympia, and we'll be choosing Knight. This is an arena game, but from the beginning of the season. We got the clay pit, so that's always amazing. So let's go with that, but let's also think what is there. I would imagine barracks should probably be around, so that would be kind of my pick from this hand. This guy clearly looks that he wants to be in green here. I think that's the route that I would take, but also there is only papyrus that he can get because the loom is here. So there is a path for him, but we'll see what he will take. This will just probably be resources. And he starts with altar, which is very weird. Here, lumber is a very decent possibility. I think there is something to be said about marketplace here, or west trading post. I decided to go with the guard tower because I wanted to be the red guy here. If he was green, I wanted to win red with him. I think it's really close between lumber and guard tower. If I was playing this right now, I would probably pick lumberyard. So here there is Orvain that guarantees us the stage, and it's very important, so that would be it. Unfortunately, this guy with the line that he chose, he cannot be in green anymore, so just because all the green is on the one-handed, maybe that's why he chose to not go into green at all. So here I think this is height stockade 100%, but I think I've made maybe slight mistake here, and I decided to go for loom. And here Claypool guarantees us the second stage, so that would be nice. It's also good to see that, like, what mistakes I'm making when I'm playing these games. Like, I would have played this differently right now. And here I went into Apo thinking that if no one is in green, I should be in green. And I think that's okay. Like, that's an okay play. And that's what I wanted to show you this game. Because here clearly you can see that I went to green. And by choosing green, you kind of like wash the target off your back. Like, people are like, okay, he's like in soft green, he won't get many points, but we'll see. Here I hide the quarry. Giza is looking pretty strong right now. Very good resources and a great trading post. Also, both of them are pointing to me, so that's usually pretty good when they're pointing to you. And it's pretty good for Olympia because I can get around with not having all the resources. So, like, their trading post can be kind of bad because, like, they're good because of these resources, but they won't get much else, I imagine. I hide the quarry. Giza looks like the opponent right now. Like, this looks very, very weak. And he gets the caravanserai, which is great. One thing that he's missing is still the fourth stone, and he won't get the fourth stone, so that's good. He will be stuck on 3, but even with 3, Giza can be an issue, especially when he's winning red. So of course I do have to push some red. I'm laying low on green. My plan was to just splash, just get something. There is still no press, so forum looks very decent. And here I decided to go into school. After all, there is a consideration for the courthouse, but I think school is a little better here. He gets into press, which is okay. And here both are fine. Like, both are very good, but I decided to go with dispensary. I decided to go for like 4 of a compass and 1 of each of the tablet and the cog. Both are fine, honestly. Dispensary makes it easier to get. I will probably not win red here, so I thought dispensary is a little better because of the chain, but I can see this going either way, to be honest. It's really close. And the last card will be a wonder stage. So here, I think I made another mistake here. That's like a game with a lot of, maybe not mistakes, I would say them inaccuracies. Inaccuracies? That's a hard word. I go with the Senate here, but there is, I think Traders is the best here. I decided to go for Senate because that's like the very expensive one when it gets back. It costs 6 to get it, while Traders is 2 and Study is 3. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. They are pretty low on cash as well, so Arena might not be terrible. Again, but you know, like ideally, I probably want Traders and Study from this hand for myself, but I don't want them to get like Senate, Arena, and Lighthouse are probably good for them. But at the same time, there is Arsenal, and if no one picks it, I'm kinda happy. So it's a very tricky hand. Like you could analyze it for days, I think. I decided like Senate is not a mistake, I think, but maybe Traders would have been better. So now this is an easy Pantheon, to be honest. And here I decided to go for Observatory, but I can totally see Academy here. There is also something to be said about like hiding fortifications, but that's like, you should consider that, but you can also throw this plan away, basically. So Observatory was kind of safe because I knew that probably Traders will be there, so I have a good pick, and I can even try for 2 sets. And one of them hit the compass, which is pretty weird. But you know, you can honestly choose whatever here. So here now Study is a little worse, just because forcing 2 sets looks kind of bad, but there is still Traders, so that's great. I know that the green is coming back because they cannot hide it. So I know that the 5-pointer is coming back to me. This can be at best 5-pointer, so doesn't make a lot of sense. So I decided just to hide it. In the end, he, like, you could say that like he doesn't build red, but at the same time, him building red is just kind of king making here, and the red was still coming back to me, so it didn't make sense for him to play a red. In the end, I do push through, and it's important to note that hiding the double stone was actually the thing that enabled me to do that. Without it, I would have lost to this Giza. What worked for me was reds. Like with 2 cards, I got 6 points, so that's great. And a duel, obviously. And I think the greens were kind of okay. I wasn't forcing them. I was just like using them as an opportunity to pick good cards. With Olympia Knight, I think you can do that. Like you are a little at the mercy of the hands. Like the hands can be arranged in the way that it's bad for you. But if you pick your greens reliably, I think you can do good stuff. And Forum is quite easy for you to build just because of the natural clay. So I think there is something there to explore. I hope you guys agree, or if you disagree, let me know in the comments. And let's go into the another game. This is actually the last game that I played on Arena, and this was the one that I used to push to the number 1. I have been overtaken now. I think I'm number 2, but I haven't played since because I haven't got the time to probably focus on this. But it's still a pretty cool game. As you can see, we are like in a bad position, to be honest. We are Alexandria. There is Halicarnassus to our right, which is terrible because we cannot play for like we cannot win the greens against him. And there is Olympia, who is always a wild card, hard to judge what he will do. So here we start with Timberyard. Obviously, that's a great start. Obviously, the other duel would have been just tiny bit better, but it's still amazing. So let's go. One thing that's sad is that Claypool is here, so I don't know if it will make its way to us. So that's something to consider. So this is literally the worst. They've got like perfect cards for Claypit is the best card, and I think Press is even better than Claypit for Halicarnassus, and that's one of the reasons why Halicarnassus is so strong, that it can not only profit on duel, but it can profit on one of the Greys as well. It's very strong. Couple of considerations: Orvane to consider, Altar to consider. Marketplace not necessarily, unless we really want to play for that green. Like now we can steal all the green, but I don't think the spread is there. So here let's go with the Altar. Yeah, and as you can see, the spread is not there. Like we would have still play, he would still be able to play one of them, and that's quite bad. But it's okay. Here, honestly, there is nothing great. I think I decided to go with buffs. But, you know, I kind of, like, I was really considering if I should workshop into Scriptorium from the next hand. And I thought that there is no way for me to win this game that way. Like, literally none. So I decided to go with buffs. My plan was to get the blues this time, get some presence in red because I knew the stockade was coming, and in the second round play the resources that nobody wants. So that was my plan. But I was honestly kind of like, okay, I will probably be last in this game. So here, honestly, it's hard. Like I was even considering buying barracks just to win some red, but I thought like without money I'm not even able to play the Browns. So I decided to go West Trading Post. He has a very reasonable hand of resources for me. So that's obviously pretty good. A lot of people are saying that I don't play yellow enough, and that might be true. But honestly, in free player, yellow always seemed like paying someone never feels good, and with trading you obviously want to do that. Obviously paying someone 2 is much worse than paying him 1, so probably I undervalue trading posts. And here I decided to build the workshop. I think. Not sure. Honestly not sure. You can either build a workshop or play it as the stuff. But yeah, I think I built the workshop. I decided, yeah, I remember now. I decided that I really need a space to bury some green cards as well, if I ever dream of winning this game. So in the end, I had the duel in the first round from like the great cards, and trading post does seem pretty good, but I drew on red and my green is terrible. So that's something to consider. I was really thinking about building stables here, and I was thinking about the brickyard, but I thought like brickyard is an overkill. It just cost me 2. I was thinking about aqueduct as well, and I was thinking about the vineyard even, because I could really use the money. I think I decided on the vineyard in the end, but I'm not sure. No, I decided on the stables. Yeah, that was really harsh because... Yeah, okay, I remember now. I thought that I can still throw, probably, something. So here I think I threw Card House. Because it's free for him and he would like to build it from this hand. But obviously throw is like never good. But I thought red was too important. And here I can actually play the archery range, which is great. And I even get some money from him now. From this pick, and he's stopping green as well, which is very, very important. And here he even gets the school, which is super nice. Here I do get the aqueduct, and as you can see, I'm playing this on like 2 resource cards, like say 2 economy cards. That would be 3, and I threw 1, so that's like really, really low eco. And again, that's like the top of the ladder gameplay. And here I thought that like I really thought about it. I was like, can I build school? And I think I decided that I can't, and I think I threw, but I'm not sure. Like I remember the thought process, but I don't remember the outcome. I was like, should I build it and get like one of these, or should I throw and just get the money to build stuff? I decided to build in the end. Okay. Like there is... He's not so interested in green anymore. Like he stopped after the first round, kinda. He doesn't have the chains anymore. Here I do get a little lucky, I would say, because I do get Pantheon. That's like the best card that I could have gotten. He pushes red though. That's pretty bad. But I thought that, okay, I'll just skip red. I'm not really interested. This one is surprisingly expensive, and that's why I kind of didn't want to build school, because it costs me actually 5, which is a lot. So this hand was, I think it's Senate. Like Lighthouse is just too bad. And here I do get Academy, and when this hand comes back to me, I should be able to Craftsman's, I think. And that was like a side of relief, actually. That was really, really good for me, because that's the guild that I can only use, and it's looking pretty good. So here I do get the Town Hall, which I was very surprised about, but maybe I shouldn't, because there was an 8-pointer and an 8-pointer for him, so that's kind of understandable. They did some green pushes, which surprised me a little, but not much. Here, obviously, I can only Lighthouse. That's the only card that actually gives me anything. Except, when you look at the points, I'm actually winning quite handedly, but I'm only fighting this guy. So, actually, playing Siege is better here. I play Siege, he plays the other red, sure. But still, like, he can have much better pick than the Lighthouse. So, we are more even, and I don't really care about this guy because he's so far behind. He doesn't have any red, any plan of going on red. Even though I will make his points much better, he will still be last. I'm not only playing red, which is like we are just throwing points away, but he's also gaining points from the Spice Guilds. And here I get the Craftsman, which is amazing. He gets the card, he will play the red one, but that's okay. I will still win against him. And that's the way, basically. As you can see here, very, very strong Halicarnas's start was stopped by us playing a lot of greens. Like I think this guy went a little overboard, but with less greens, I think I would still be able to stop him. So that was pretty good. Like I thought about this plan, and here I just kind of stopped with the reds. Like the first pick stables was actually crucial in this one. Let me know what you guys think, and see you later. Bye.